What up guys, welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you what's in my bag in 2023. Not only photography but as well as videography for YouTube as well as weddings. Stay tuned for that a bit later. We're going to start off with the smaller stuff. Well, the first one is actually very big and that's my bag that I'm using. It's the Lower Pro X200AW. I use that for traveling. I usually have that in my car and then from there I pack stuff out into a smaller bag. The smaller bag is this think tank. It's a street walker they call it. I'll link it down below. Great to have the big bag in the boot of the car and then loading stuff that I need for that particular part of the shoot into the smaller bag. Next I want to share this little nifty MacGaffer. It is what holds my AA batteries. What's nice about it is as soon as the battery is flat and it needs to be charged, I put it in upside down. So everything that looks like this then is not charged and everything the other way around is charged. It's just a great way to keep track of it all. Next thing I'm using is this think tank memory card pouch. This thing is probably 5-6 years old. It's dirty but it's working. There's all my memory cards and it works like a charm. If a memory card's been used, I just turn it upside down with the white part on the back and I know it's been used and can't be formatted. Great thing to use. Next thing I use is this old 2470 lens bag. I put all my camera batteries in there. It's in my camera bag. Whatever's in here I know is charged. Whatever is next to it outside of it is not charged. Just a great way to keep track of my batteries. Believe it or not, 2023, but I'm still using the old Canon 580 EX2, not because I don't want to buy the new ones, but because they do the job. I feel I have no need to get the other ones because I don't shoot off camera flash with them at all. I use them on camera only. If I do use them from time to time off camera flash because maybe the reception of the wedding is outside and at night time, I use a couple of triggers, but they are absolutely amazing and I buy them second hand for like $120. So very affordable. When I do shoot off camera flash, I use these guys. It's a Yongnuo YN622C. The C stands for Canon. When you go Nikon, for example, it will be N. Love these little triggers. They are very affordable. But as I say, I hardly ever use them. I have them as backup in my bag. I've got 4 of them. When it comes to my camera and lens workhorse, which is my main go-to, it's my Canon R6. I've got 2 of them, as well as the RF 2470 f2 from Canon. These babies together is like, oh my goodness, peanut butter and jelly. It is really amazing and I really love them. At the bottom here you'll see a little bracket. Stay tuned because I'll tell you what that is a bit later on. Here's my other R6. I combine this one with the 135 f2 lens. I use a little mirrorless adapter. Here it is. You get this little adapter, you can see it there, to fit the old EF lenses onto your mirrorless camera. This 135 f2 is incredible. Here's a couple of images that you can look at, as well as a couple of 2470 images that you can have a look at. Another thing that I need to stress out to you guys is that I shoot to 2 memory cards. There's 2 in. I shoot full RAW to both. It's so that when I leave a wedding, I have a full backup of the wedding already. I take the one card, I put it in my memory pouch, the other card stays in the camera. When I get home, I will separate the 2 as well, do my backups, and I know the photos are safe. One more lens I use, I can't show it to you guys because I'm using it to record, is my EF35 f1.4 from Canon. I'll also use it with this mirrorless adapter on my R6. Amazing lens and I absolutely love it, and the depth of field and sharpness of it is pudding. So getting back to this adapter at the bottom, it's because I use a belt. The belt's name is a Spider holster. I'll link it down below. What's amazing about it, I've got literally the 2 cameras on my sides, one with the one lens, one with the other, and if I do want to change lenses between the 135 and the 35, it is a quick change. But at least I have 2 bodies on my side and I literally look like a cowboy. It's amazing and I can highly recommend it. The great thing about the Spider holster belt, guys, is that the weight is off my back, off my neck and on my legs. I can highly recommend it because the day after the wedding, I feel like a champ. Before I start talking about videography, we'll do a little changeover, and it's with these black mist filters. I use them for photography as well as videography. They from Nissi. I've got the 1.4, the 1.2 and the 1.8. Incredible for creating cinematic photos as well as getting a cinematic soft look for your videos. Let's talk about my video gear. So a little pouch I love that I recently bought on Amazon, and I will link it down below for you guys, is this pouch that takes 2 of my recorders, and I use the Tascam DR10Ls. They are amazing and affordable. I've got 2 of them. One I'm using here. Here's the lav mic and the recorders on my lap, and here's the other recorder and the lav mic is in there. What's nice about the little pouch is they both fit in there. You zip them closed and they are protected. The Tascams are incredible. Speaking of Tascam, I've got another one that I use as a backup at weddings. This is it. This plugs into the back of a speaker, and I just switch it on and start recording. So this I use as a backup. And then my main recorder, I use this H5 from Zoom. It is incredible. I plug this normally into the desk of the DJ, preferably, and this is maybe a tip for you guys, into the mic receiver, so that when the DJ's sound goes up and down, it doesn't affect the sound on this. The last microphone I use is this shotgun mic from Rode. It's the Video Mic Pro, not the Plus. The Plus is the new one, but it's an amazing little mic. Put it on camera. You can use it for vlogging. You can use it for weddings, just for a safeguard type of mic. Beautiful mic. The camera I use for all my video work, together with the R6, is the R6 Mark II. We got the R6 Mark II specifically to avoid the overheating problems that the R6 has, and we haven't had an overheating problem yet with the R6 Mark II. Beautiful little camera. Love the stabilization, love the dynamic range and the focusing. And apart from the stabilization in the Canon R6 Mark II, we also use this gimbal. It's the Ronin S. I know there's a new version and it's a bit lighter and there's quite a couple of features, and I would like to get that. We'll probably upgrade next year, but for now, this is a great tool to have for any kind of shots you want. Here's maybe 1 or 2 examples. One more body that we use is the old trusty 5D Mark IV. We use this for the speeches and things in the background. We'll probably replace it within the next couple of months with the R6 Mark II. And lastly, the video light that we use is the Godox SL-B60. Beautiful little light, works with battery, so no power needed, so I can use it on site. I bought an extra battery for it with a charger, so I'm sorted with power. I also use a big softbox with it. It's a 120 centimeters one. It's a very cheap one, nothing fancy, but it works a charm, as you can see. Now that you know what gear I use, click on this video to see how pro photographers shoot in bad locations.